Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brother Michael Reynolds Field here on the campus of Salve Regina University in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island, where today the Seahawks are set to take on the Rams of Suffolk University in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference women's soccer matchup. Hello again and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon, a murky afternoon here in Newport, but these two teams are ready to play. The Seahawks trying to eye their seeding in the CCC tournament. The Rams, this will be their final game of the season, but hoping to play a little bit of spoiler and force the Seahawks to be on the road come playoff time this weekend. Maddie Brooke will be in net for the Rams, the freshman from Weetague, Connecticut. Meanwhile, once again, Georgia Drake, the senior from Plymouth, Mass, will take up her place between the pipes for the Seahawks. Last time the Seahawks were on the pitch was this past weekend. No score, a nothing affair between the Seahawks and the Colonels of Curry College. But the previous time the Seahawks were home was a thrilling game. 4-3 final against Roger Williams. Hannah Danowitz in that game, the freshman from Preston, Connecticut, posted 2 goals and an assist. She scored 43 seconds into each half. And she earned herself CCC Rookie of the Week in the process. Teams are ready to go now as the Seahawks look to break their huddle. Seahawks will be wearing the home whites, blue and green letters and numbers, moving from right to left. Rams starting with the ball in their road blues with the gold letters and numbers. They move left to right. Here's Megan McLaughlin, drops on back. Flynn near side. Finds Jessica Galante. Near side, Maddie Hudson. Looks to serve it across, out of the range of Galante. Floated back out to midfield. Hops over the head of Flynn. Now Calabrese ranging back for it. Floats it across the field. Alasensi trying to sprint out, but the Rams will get to this one first. Kaylee Flynn. Actually make this. Alyssa Belmont plays it into the corner. Collision in the box. And we're going to get a corner here. So ball hops out of play. Coming into the corner will be Delaney Hall, the junior from East Bridgewater, Mass. From the far corner, left side. Swings the right leg, right into the middle of the box. Headed towards the goal and pooched away by the Seahawks. I think that's Danowitz that lifts it out of trouble. All the way back, tracking it down now, Alicia Beebe. Calabrese battling with Long. Ball in the corner. Floated forward. Loose at the 18. Galante trying to clear it. Picard now will come and take it away for the Seahawks. Chips it up ahead to Moniz. Moniz trying to get it to McLaughlin, and it's just out of her reach. Belmont trying to cut off the angle now. Carries to the far side. Picard intercepts at midfield. Moniz chips it. Can't connect with Hudson. Sensi steps in and flicks it back into the attacking third. Danowitz trying to chip it inside. Hudson trying to come out and get it and colliding with Brooke. Upended in the box. Fallon plays it down the line. Calabrese looks back, sees Haley Long closing in. Pokes it out of play. Rams will throw in from the near touchline. And that's flicked wide. Seahawks will get a goal kick here. Kick coming here from Calabrese. Sails towards midfield, headed first by the Rams. Spun up high. Rushi across to the far side. That's knocked away. Back now, Kylie Flynn. Near side, Chelsea Fallon. Action make this Alicia Beebe. Drives it ahead, headed by Calabrese. This will skip out of play. Last touch by the Seahawks. Rams to throw in from just off the end of the Seahawks bench along the near side. Flynn once again in a crowd. Plays it back to Beebe. Through the feet of Flynn, trying to spin. Hudson pokes it free. Moniz comes to challenge. Emma Moyer plays it back to Beebe. That ball will stay in. Caught up on the wet grass. Delaney Hall now. Plays it to the opposite side, chasing it down, Kylie Perron. From outside the box, looks to drive it towards the net, and Drake is there to grab it. Danowitz flicks forward the goal kick from Drake. Rams keep it in on the far side, right along the touchline. Loose at midfield now. Flynn. BB near side from midfield. Sails it up ahead. Calabrese watches it hop by. Maddie Kawecki challenged with Moyer. Make this Claudia Rushi. And the ball last touched out of play by the Rams. Flynn will throw in for the Seahawks along the near side. With 5 minutes gone here in the first half, no score. Beebe put that one in towards the goal that Drake grabbed. Picard threads the needle to Danowitz. Wanted to turn and run. Instead kicks it forward. You can tell on the wet grass that ball is not traveling fast. Slows up here at the 18. Trying to turn with it is Long. Stutter step in the box. Trying to turn the corner. Flicks it high and wide. Skip to the near side. Rams track it down. Kylie Flynn now. Thought about the shot. Trying to feed it forward into the box. Broken up. Held along the near side by Fallon. Blocked away by Picard. Near side Hudson looks to settle it. Off a foot out of play. Seahawks will keep it. Here's Hudson. Crisscrossing into midfield. Along for Moniz. From deep, she drives it towards the cage, and that will skip into the hands of Maddie Brooke. Galante tried to flick it to Moniz. Taken back by the Rams. Emma Moyer. On the ground, ricocheted off of Rushi. Rams play it back. Picard steps up at midfield to knock it free. McLaughlin. Foot race now to the corner. Hudson will win that for Salve. Looks to peel it back to the inside. Kick to the near touchline out of play. Seahawks will throw in. No, they'll say last touch by the Seahawks. So the Rams will throw in from off their own bench. Galante can't keep it in play. Another throw in here for Suffolk. Flynn circling around. Seahawks will throw in from the near touchline. Over the head of McLaughlin. Waiting back for it is Grace Owens. Gives it away to Hudson. Surveys and plays it back to midfield to Picard. Picard wants to send it up the right side. Danowitz sprinting. Will run onto it. Danowitz trying to cross it, and that one will sail into the near corner. Waiting there is Hudson, keeping it alive for Salve. She'll strike it into the box. McLaughlin trying to get it away from Brooke, and that one is pounced on by Maddie Brooke, denying Megan McLaughlin. Mark that one down with 36:23 to go. Given away again to Hudson. Owens there to knock it away. Picard. Seahawks will throw in from the far side. Sensi. Wants to lob it. Waiting for it is McLaughlin. She corrals. Finds Moniz right at the 18. Strikes it towards the goal. Over the goal. That one did not miss by much. Moniz. Sensi. Slowed up the rush for a moment. Belmont. Now back to midfield long. Ball will stay in along the near side. Moniz. Lays it into space. Hudson sprints to it and then cuts right around Alicia Beebe. Now Moniz has McLaughlin heading middle. Ball skipped to the 18. McLaughlin trying to run onto it. McLaughlin with the net open, has it poked away at the last second. Oh my goodness. Alyssa Belmont sprinting back into the frame. So no corner here. This will be a throw-in. Deep throw-in for the Seahawks. Skipped into the box, trying to get it to McLaughlin. Deflected back inside. Now out wide. To midfield. Rams will get to it first. Delaney Hall. All the way back to the Seahawk end. Ricocheted off of Calabrese. Skip towards the goal and grab by Drake. No score with 34 minutes flat to go in the first half. Seahawks have come close twice to getting on the board. McLaughlin waiting, shielding. Knocked away from her. Hall once again at midfield. Emma Moyer played back. McLaughlin will grab it. Wants to send it in space for Danowitz. Sprints up to the 18. Once again trying to pooch it past Brooke, who denies out high. Galante. Chip back to Sensi. He's actually been getting these chances. The field has an effect. Rained all day yesterday. You can tell the way that ball's traveling right now along the ground. It loses steam quickly. Now these 50-50 balls, the Seahawks have been getting there just a bit ahead of Brooke, but she's been able to stand up and make some saves well away from her net. Kowecki trying to skip it back to Danowitz. Rams can't hold it in. Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline. Actually, they'll call this a handball, so the Seahawks will get a kick. Galante can't keep control of it. Stepping up is Sensi. Flicks it ahead. No one there for Salve. Grace Owens moves it to the far side, and now it's sent out to midfield by Suffolk. Played on back to Flynn. Calabrese now dancing back to Flynn. Works her way near side, slips on the grass. Given away to Emma Moyer. Wide now to Haley Long. Drives it towards the 18. This one skipped towards the goal. Soft shot off the foot of Claudia Rushi. And Drake easily grabs that one. Flynn to Hall at midfield. Danowitz trying to cut in front of Alyssa Belmont. Sensi lobs it, McLaughlin. Ball ping-ponged around. Now Moniz trying to drive it forward. This one will skip out to the waiting Brook. Picard sends it out into space. Waiting for it is Danowitz. McLaughlin trying to get it across. Had Hudson racing towards the goal. This ball stays in and is sent out. And we will get a corner here. Zoe Cox will check into the game now for Salve. Coming to replace Megan Moniz. Corner from the far side for Salve. Along the ground. Broken up by the Rams. Rushi at midfield now. Slows things up. Intercepted by Hudson here. McLaughlin lost her footing. Back to the near side to Chelsea Fallon. Down the line, foot race between Calabrese and Long. Long will get to it, and she just drives it off the field of play. Goal kick here for Salve. Twisted to the near side. McLaughlin can't keep it in play. Throw in for the Rams. Right from midfield. Beebe to Long. Shields the ball. Back to Beebe with space. Hudson comes out to challenge. Gets a piece of that drive. Now Galante touches to Picard. Trying to thread it up the middle for McLaughlin. Long. Wanted to send it inside. Seahawks knock it away, and Flynn sends it up the field. Now to midfield on the kick from Maddie Brook. McLaughlin nearly had the steal. Near side, Fallon couldn't move it ahead. Hudson now with it along the near side. Up ahead, McLaughlin turning through traffic. Almost able to get that away to Zoe Cox, tied up at the 18. And a foul call. This should be just outside the box. Or are they calling offside? They're calling offside. Seahawks right now sitting in the number 6 spot in the conference, but a lot to be decided here today. Seahawks can finish as high as 4 with a win here today and holding a tiebreaker over Roger Williams. Seahawks could be home here on Saturday for a conference quarterfinal. Got to take care of business first, though, here against Suffolk. It's all bunched up. You got Gordon, Roger Williams, and Salve all with 11 points, and then Endicott and Wentworth with 10 points as well. So there could be a lot of movement between that 4 spot and 8 spot. Long tied up for a moment, along with Rushi. Out of the fray come the Seahawks with it. Near side Hudson. Hudson with space. Chips it to Zoe Cox, corner of the box. Ball knocked out of play. Seahawks will throw in from the near touchline. And all of those, this is the early game here today. Hudson, top corner of the box, near side. Galante trying to get it to Zoe Cox. McLaughlin turns, fires it, and that one, was it deflected? They'll say yes. McLaughlin again freeing herself inside. It's been a shade away from putting the Seahawks on top here. Of the first game on tap here today, 25-28 to go in this one. Approaching the tip between Endicott and UNE up in Biddeford. And then Curry and Gordon, Nichols and Roger Williams start at 7 o'clock tonight. So the Seahawks will have to sit and wait after today's result to find out who and where they'll be playing on Saturday. McLaughlin trying to turn and fire that ball just towards the net. Well wide grabbed by Brooke. Foul called here at midfield. 24:43 to go in the first half. Rams knock it out. Flynn will throw in for Salve from the near side. Wanting to lob it to McLaughlin. Shields the ball just outside the box. Walks it onto the wing. Played back now to Flynn. McLaughlin, side of the cage. Looks to cross it in front. And the Seahawks are called offside again. Brooke chips it short of midfield, headed forward by Galante. Belmont trying to keep it away from McLaughlin. Sensi sprints in. Her pass ahead is deflected out. Seahawks will throw in from the far side. This ball in deep, and this will be a corner. Went off a ram. 22:50 to go in the first. Gabby Boyven will drive it forward from the far side. Swings the leg, driven to the far bar, loose on the ground. Trying to turn and fire it. Picard now out high will send it well wide. Goal kick coming here for the Rams. Wave of subs here coming on. Ashley Casino Henriquez, Annabelle Veal, Danielle Petronio checking into the game, along with Jazmaya Harris. Beebe from midfield. Wants to change ends of the field. Veal. Flynn steps up, ricocheted right back to Veal. And a foul from behind here against Salve in midfield. Free kick here for Grace Owens. Spun ahead, touched first by Picard. Ball sneaks around the official. Knocked forward by Cox, and she's fouled. Seahawks will have the free kick now from the midfield circle. So we tick towards 20 minutes to play in the first half. Ball deflected into the box. Rams look to clear it. Skipped all the way out. Back to Flynn for Salve. Calabrese waiting. Casino Enriquez wanting to send it ahead. Galante along the near side. Hudson wedges it free. Owens with it for the Rams. Spinning his Moyer at midfield. Belmont. Skip towards the goal, and Drake will watch that one sail into her arms. 19:22 to go in the first half. No score. Seahawks have had a number of near misses. Cox. And a foul here against Salve. Beebe from midfield looks to serve it towards the goal. Skipped in front, and Drake comes out and snags it, keeping it away from Claudia Ruschi. Drake punts it out to midfield. Hop to the attacking end. Parachi heads it now across. Rams bounce it back to Seahawk territory. Flynn lobs it ahead. Parachi trying to spin. Beebe trying to keep the ball away. Getting hemmed in along the near side. Just plays it into space. Now Veal. Harris. Out to Long. She drives it towards the cage. Grabbed by Drake. Seahawks will throw in. 17-16 to go in the first half. Can't connect with Galante. Long waiting at midfield. Trying to spin off of Calabrese. Plays it down the line. Calabrese. Foot race with Casino Enriquez. Back for Long. Pressured by Hudson from behind. Beebe gathers at midfield. Picard angles it for Zoe Cox. Near side, Grace Hudson. Trying to get it to Parachi. On the run. 2 players go down. No whistle. Flynn trying to shield along the near side. Taken away by the Rams. Casino Enriquez up the right side. Has space to work. Drives it ahead into the box. Knocked away first by the Seahawks out of play. Throw in along the near side. Rams gather the second touch. Given back, though. Hudson now. Along the near touchline. Stood up for a moment. Now trying to knife her way forward. Hudson. Fancy footwork to keep this one alive. Plays it on back to Flynn now. Poked away from her. Hudson trying to adjust her brace. Watch that one go by. Moniz. Actually make this Gabby Boyven. Far side, skips it ahead. Parachi trying to get there around Grace Owens. Parachi knifed off the ball at the 18. Rams pass it back to midfield. Taken by Sensi. Entered right away again to Gabby Boyven. Wide on the right side. Cox chips it into the corner. Parachi trying to cut it off. Knocked out of play by Owens, so another corner here for Salve. And Boyven will take it in the far side with 14:33 to go. Another opportunity here for Salve Regina. From the far corner right side, Boyven's kip. Galante flicks it wide of the net. Loose ball, Parachi in a crowd. Trying to lift it right side. Deflected out. Seahawks will throw in from the far side. 10-7. The shot advantage. Seahawks have had 4 corners. Deep throw in for Salve from the far side. Off of the foot of Parachi. Belmont gobbled that up. Parachi had it for a moment, but it rolls off her foot out of play. Long, trying to play it in stride, but Rossman cuts off the angle. Keeping it away from Goldman. Now from midfield, Harris puts it on the goal, but waiting there is Drake. $12:20 to go. Near side, Flynn. Flynn once again. Grace Hudson along the near side. Spins and races up the near sideline, stride for stride, caught up with Casino Enriquez. Rams play it back to midfield. Zoe Cox comes crashing in, collides with Petronio. Ball rolled out of play along the far side. Seahawks will throw in. Hudson and Galante will check off. Coming into the game now, Shea Minicucci and Taylor Barnaby for Salve Regina. Rossman rolls it out to Sensi. Down the line, Parachi will get there. Parachi into the box. Parachi dribbling forward, floating it over the head of Brooke, and it's off the post. That is how close the Seahawks have been multiple times in this first half to taking a lead. This one twisted towards the goal, well wide. Drake will come out and grab it. 10.5 to go in the first. Jesmiah Harris. Long from midfield. Into the corner right side. Minicucci fires it out. Throw in here for Suffolk. Minicucci heads it. Rams collect. Back out to midfield. Skip to the 18. Salve again fires it out of play. 9.5 to go in the first half. Throw in near side here for the Rams. Casino Enriquez, junior from East Providence, Rhode Island. Throws it in. It gets deflected out. Seahawks will be the ones to throw in now. Owens misfires. Here comes Minicucci now. Wants to get it along for Parachi. Wide on the left side. Parachi upended in the box.
Can you put that X up to stop the foul?
So we're going to get a penalty shot here for Parachi. With 9:06 to go. Parachi versus Maddie Brooke. This for the lead. Parachi approaches with the right foot, sneaks it past Brooke, who guessed right, dove to her left, but could not get a piece of it. And with 9:06 to go, the Seahawks have the lead. Give you a look at the replay here of the penalty shot. Brooke guessed correctly, dove to her left, just could not get it. One nothing Salve. They've dominated the chances here in this first half. Here's Long. She looks to cross it. Skipped out to the far side. Boyven will get there first. No one home there for the Rams. Zoe Cox, stop and start. Slides it to Taylor Barnaby. Again, sends it up the head for Parachi. Parachi from the far side. Sprints into the box. Wanted to put on the brakes. Left out high for the drive off of Brooke. Punched that one away off the shot from Boyven. Intercepted by Calabrese. Given right on back to Daniela Petronio. Out of play, last touched by Salve. Deep throw in here from the far side for Suffolk. 7:43 and counting to go in the first half. 1-0 the Seahawk lead. Played back to Brooke. And a handball. And Casino Enriquez tries to turn the corner right side. Works up to the 30. Played ahead by Long. And waiting for it there was Drake. Rams have put shots on net, but nothing threatening. Drake has been able to make some easy saves on those chances from the Rams. And the Seahawks now will throw in from the far side. With 6:20 to go. Throw in here for Salve. Trying to get it to Barnaby. Up at the 18. Nerger played it ahead. Intercepted by the Rams. Rossman skips it back in. And the ball will stay in for Minicucci. Near side Flynn. Finds Parachi. Wide to Minicucci. Turns and spins it ahead. And that one will roll to Brooke. 5:17 to go. 1-0 Salve. This one knocked away. Barnaby trying to get it wide. Minicucci sprints to it, drives it towards the goal, and the save is made by Brooke, fighting that one off. On the chance from Minicucci. Veal has to play it back to the far side. Belmont wants to sprint it ahead. Barnaby cuts off the angle there. Now Harris. Long Shields. Turns and spins it. A whistle along the near side here going against the Rams. No score up in Biddeford right now between Endicott and University of New England. 10:24 gone in that matchup. So all these teams jockey for position here in this CCC postseason. Final day of the regular season. Here's Beebe. Molly Knight upended as she moved it ahead. Into the corner now. Casino Enriquez will sprint to it. Chased by Flynn. Now looking across with the right foot. Moves it ahead. Shielded in the box. Turning and firing it towards the goal. That one deflected out wide. Seahawks want to clear it. They can't. Veal now settles out high. She crosses it back in. Waiting for it is Goldman, who can't get it to go. All the way back out now to Beebe. Beebe frees herself, twists it towards the goal. That one deflected. Harris turns, fires, and it's saved by Drake. But offside called as well. 3 minutes to go. .240 to go as some thicker fog starts to roll onto the field now. Played out high. Flynn knocks it back to midfield. Ball skips and stays in now for Parachi. She juggles it and looks to sprint ahead. Striding into the attacking end, Parachi stood up by Grace Owens. As we hit 2 minutes to play. And now it starts to rain here on the field as well. Through the rain, trying to get it ahead for Goldman. And the Seahawks cut off the angle. Ball rolled out to the near side. Throw in here for the Rams with 99 seconds to go in the first half. Casino Enriquez touches into the corner. Deflected out. Last touch by the Rams. Seahawks will throw in. With 1:17 to go. Seahawks will get the kick here. Calabrese sends it ahead. Parachi with 52 seconds. Knocked down in the corner. And the whistle will go against Parachi. 43 seconds to go. As the rain picks up here at the field. Driven ahead by the Rams. Goldman. Knocked down. No call with 24 seconds to go. Ball deflects out. Seahawks will throw in. Over the head of Minicucci. Now Parachi. And it is pouring here at the field. 10 seconds to go. Final seconds will tick away as Flynn lobs it in. And that'll do it. So the Seahawks have tons of chances. But at the end of the half, it's Marissa Parachi on a penalty shot that gives the Seahawks the lead. They will lead 1-0. As we have reached halftime, we will take a break and step aside here as we prepare for the downpour. 1-0 Salve Regina leads at halftime. We'll be back.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not
Welcome back to Brother Reynolds Field, where it is raining cats and dogs all of a sudden. It had lightened up for about a minute. We were optimistic, and now it is coming down in sheets. Well, we hope to stay on air. Luckily, it is raining straight down with our mobile press box here. But if the winds pick up at all, we may need to suspend our broadcast here this afternoon. But for right now, we're getting ready for the start of the second half. 1-0 Salve Regina with the lead. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. Well, the field, it was very visible how the dampness of the field was affecting the trajectory of the ball on the ground. Even more so now, that will be a factor here in the second half. After this consistent downpour, Seahawks will now move from left to right here in the second half. Skip to Hannah Danowitz, right side, immediately drives it on the cage. And that one is grabbed. And we've had a goalie change as well. Sophia Barker is now in net. Freshman from Old Saybrook, Connecticut. And Reagan Moffitt has taken up position between the pipes for Salve Regina. So both teams change goalies here in the second half. Hudson can't get it ahead to McLaughlin. Stumbling is Owens. Waiting for the kick here from Barker. Skips back to the Salve end. Seahawks fired ahead. Flynn deflects it forward. Trying to thread the needle for McLaughlin. Knocked away by Belmont. Ball gets caught up 20 yards away from the goal. Waiting now, Moyer. Moyer once again. Sends it to the far corner. Crossed into the box. Flick towards the goal off the crossbar. Ruschi with the chance. And then the follow-up sent off the field of play. Low line drive from Moffitt. Picard. Chip to the far side. Hudson can't get to it. Now Beebe. Deflected off of Hudson and out. Picard runs right through a ram. Looks to place ahead for McLaughlin. Lifted back by Emma Moyer. McLaughlin. Lays it across to Picard. Wants to play it in stride, racing out. Moniz trying to poke it past Barker. She does, but waiting for it is Grace Owens, who sends it off the field of play. Backing up her keeper, the sophomore from Sutton, Mass. Calabrese tied up with Hall. Try here from Perron, and that one skips to Moffitt. Moffitt on the ground all the way out to Maddie Hudson. McLaughlin is offside. Barker intercepted by Moniz. McLaughlin with space to the 18. Rolls it towards the cage and grabbed by Barker. Could not get enough mustard on that one. Lucas turns and fires it back up the field. Hudson will grab it and spin to race ahead. Left for Owens now. Time and space for her. Picard on the ground to McLaughlin. Trying to turn away, and Owens stymies her. Right side now, Danowitz. Sprints around, able to win it in the corner. Skips it into the box, right side. Moniz sprints. Barker out to challenge. Upends Moniz inside. And Moniz shaken up on that run to the goal and the collision with Sophia Barker. And we'll just get a goal kick here from Barker. Moniz lobbed ahead. McLaughlin trying to get it away from Owens. Two of them locked up inside the box. Hall can't knife it away. Galante now drives it right side. Danowitz on the wing. Fighting along the near side. You can see in a puddle along the near touchline. Seahawks will throw in. Danowitz trying to lob it into McLaughlin. Jumping in was Calabrese. Marmash. Sensi sprints near side, trying to cut in front of Kylie Perron. Perron's cross, and Moffitt will grab that. Beebe fell down as she looked to drive that one ahead. Players slipping all over the place. Up the right-hand side. Danowitz strikes it on the goal. Save made by Barker. Off her hands, out of play. Should be a corner. And it will be. Olivia Picard, senior from Wellfleet, Mass. Will be the one to kick it in. From the near corner, right side. Picard swings the leg into the box. All blue jersey. Sensi lifts it high and over the cage. .36 minutes to go here in the second half. McLaughlin tangled with Moyer. And we may be getting a yellow card here. A yellow card issued to Megan McLaughlin with 35:40 to go. The senior from East Hampton, Connecticut, gets booked. So now a kick for the Rams. A few feet shy of midfield. Danowitz jumps in front of Belmont, so instead it's played to the near corner. Perron watched by Sensi. Her cross deflected by Sensi. Out of play. And that one deflects off of Belmont. Seahawks to throw in. Sensi up ahead to McLaughlin. Steers it forward. Owens knocks it out. Up ahead into the box. Moniz turns. Wants to get to her right foot. Knifed away from her. McLaughlin Slips trying to feed it ahead. Backtracking now is Sensi. Lifts it ahead to Danowitz. And the Seahawks are offside. Owens keeps it away from McLaughlin. Feeds it out of play. .33:45 to go. Rain starting to lighten up. But it is still foggy and getting dark here at the field. Picard now with the corner chance here for Salve. From the near corner right side. Swings the leg. Driven to goal. Punched at by Barker. And then Hudson lifts it long and deep. Barker fell down on the goal kick. Now Hudson off the takeaway looks to cross it. Deflected out. Seahawks will have a corner from the far side now. And Danowitz is going to take this one for Salve. Reigning CCC Rookie of the Week. With the right foot. Lifts it towards the cage, headed first by the Rams. Out to the right side, McLaughlin turns to fire, gets to her left foot. That one's deflected. Follow-up chance is driven high and long. Waiting on the goal kick here from Sophia Barker. Owens. Skip to Seahawk territory. Lucas lifts it back. Moyer. Near side to Olivia DiGiacomo. Now Hall. Moffitt will come out and field this loose ball. 31:25 to go here in the second half. Deflected off the head of Marmash. Into the box. Moffitt falling backwards will grab it. No clear indication there whether that was offsides or a foul. Rams come up with the ball, though, but Seahawks will knock it right back to midfield. Moyer drops it on back to Raquel Casey. Danowitz intercepts, pops it ahead. McLaughlin can't get to it before Barker. Zoe Cox. McLaughlin. Galante lifts it ahead. Skip towards the goal. Danowitz watches it bounce. Strong save there by Barker. Hall free at midfield. Plays it back to Emily Egan. Seahawks work it free. McLaughlin. Turns, trying to spin it. Hudson in a collision. And the foul will go against Salve. As Owens stepped in and took a hard hit from Maddie Hudson. Rushi plays it across. Now sent into the box. Sensi looking to settle it down. Feeds it out onto the wing, keeping it away from Olivia DiGiacomo. And we'll get a corner here for Suffolk. Chelsea Fallon from the far corner right side with 28-22 and counting here in the second half. Approaches and drives it towards the cage. That one loose in front, deflected away from Rushi. And it looks like they're going to call a handball here on Rushi inside as she slipped. Head coach Ellie McDougall does not like the call there. Here's McLaughlin. Her pass deflected out. Seahawks will throw in from the far side. Parachi will check in now for McLaughlin with 27-29 and counting to go here in the second half. Owens lobs it all the way deep into Seahawk territory. Ella Marmash, freshman from St. Petersburg, Florida. Strong up the right-hand side, and they'll say that she was the last to touch it. So we'll get a goal kick here for Salve. Rams will get this ball. Look to throw in. Hall at midfield. Turns and moves it into the middle. Rushi. Lobbed inside, bounced away. Sensi shields it, fires it into the corner. Ball will roll out. Keeping it away again from Olivia DiGiacomo inside. A freshman from Plainfield, Connecticut. Waiting for DiGiacomo to throw in. Here's Danowitz. Couldn't move it ahead. Egan for the Rams at midfield. Plays it on back. Touch forward by Casey. Wanting to get it to Hall. Picard there to knock it away. Kiara Wilson, junior from Danvers, Mass. Just checking in. Lifts this one in on a deflection. Picard plays it into the corner. Picard waiting there as that ball dies in the mud. On the wing now. Driven towards the box. Flicked by Wilson. And out of play. 25 minutes to go in the second half. Still just 1-0 Salve. Seahawks have had a ton of chances in the first half. could not bury those. The only goal coming on a goal kick from a penalty shot from Marissa Parachi. Rams just a bounce away from tying this one. DiGiacomo moves it inside. Sensi knocks it away. Skip past Danowitz. Fed out by Kowecki. Parachi plays it into space, can't track it down. Owens knocks it back. DiGiacomo off her foot. Danowitz leaves it in play for Sensi. Now Picard. Rolled for Galante. Sent all the way to the far side. Hudson sprints and does keep it on play. Wanting to move it out high, knocked away by Owens. Owens once again. Emily Egan. Softly to the far side. Cutting into the middle now is Fallon. DiGiacomo. Played back to Belmont. Charlie Adams. Here's Ella Marmash once again. Chipped into the box. Skip to Sensi. She'll twist it out to the near side, and it'll get out of play in front of the Rams bench with 23 minutes to go in the second half. Fallon on the ground, off the foot of Wilson. Hudson twists it out to midfield. Loose there for the Rams to grab. Adams plays forward to Giacomo on the wing. Challenged by Sensi. She'll poke it away. Rams let it go out. Belmont will throw in quickly here from the near side, and actually we'll get a sub here to slow things up. Wilson. Double team near side, keeps the ball alive. Egan will spin it to the far side, chased down by Casey. Marmash. Skip past Sensi. Races out to it now and pokes it away from DiGiacomo. I think the Rams calling for a handball there in the box. Rolled to Moffitt with 21 minutes to go. Danowitz lifts it inside. Sprinting to it was Hudson. Egan moves it away from Zoe Cox. Rams look to counter. Marmash serves it down the right side. Picked off by Calabrese, who could not stay in play. Foul called here. So a free kick. About 25 yards away, wide on the right side. With 20 minutes to go. Strong tackle there. Parachi gathers at midfield. Now looks to sprint ahead into daylight. Parachi carries to the attacking end. Has Danowitz to her right. Ball comes there. Danowitz sends it off the field of play. Caught it with the wrong part of her foot, and it goes wide. And Danowitz will get a breather here, as does Zoe Cox, as Boyven and Ellen Nerger check into the game. Ball given away right away. Galante wanting to get it to Boyven. Rams able to recover. DiGiacomo. Picard comes in from behind, trying to wedge it free. Sensi heads it out of play. Seahawks will throw in from the near side. 18-14 and counting. Elisensi from the midfield flag will lob it in. Picard deflected out by DiGiacomo. Sensi once again will throw in. Settled by Parachi. Turns onto the wing. Wants to lift it ahead to Galante. Flick forward. Deflected back. Struck towards the goal by Boyven. High and long. Barker with the goal kick. Turned over to the Seahawks. Barnaby. Tango plays it in stride. Now Parachi. Waits at the corner of the box. Leaves it along. Barnaby from distance. Strikes it on the goal. Hopped out of the hands of Barker, but no one there. And so she'll hold on. 17 minutes to go. DiGiacomo. Intercepted by Picard. Parachi. On back for Galante. Up the right side. Boyven trying to sprint to it. Able to set it. Looked to cross it. And out of the reach of Parachi, who was streaking towards the goal. Seahawks to throw in from the far touchline. Picard. Ellen Nerger waiting at midfield. Shoulder to shoulder collides with Daniela Petronio. And the Rams will send it back to the Seahawk end. Boyven jumps in to take this one away. Galante waiting, tiptoes around Egan. Wants to send it to the far side. Rams ready to counter. Kiara Wilson. Down into the corner. Racing forward is Petronio. Left back for Wilson. On the fringe of the box, far side. Now we'll take it wide. Left into the corner. Barnaby sends it out. Deep throw in here. Parachi wanting to get to it. In a collision there with Alice Peterson.
I didn't want to blow people's eardrums off.
14.5 to go. Still just a 1-goal game. Parachi through traffic. Wanted to drive it on the goal, and that one deflects off of Peterson. So a handball ruled just a shade outside the box by a blade of grass. That one is not another penalty shot. So what do you do here if you're a Salve? The Rams pack everyone like a wall in front of the goal. 13.5 to go. The officials trying to sort this one out. The Seahawks put 2 players in front here for the shot on the ground. She scores! Off the free kick from just outside the box. The Seahawks add to their lead. A little bit of insurance with 13:17 to go. Jessica Galante, the freshman from Dover, New Hampshire, makes it 2-0 Salve. That's a huge goal. Her first of the season. Here's a free kick for the Rams, with time working against them now. Adams. Wide of Harris. Long. Throws it towards the goal. That one off of Moffitt and out of play. We'll get a corner here for Suffolk as we tick under 12 minutes to go. It's going to be Carly Adams. Adams drives it forward with the right foot into the box, headed first by the Seahawks. Out to the corner. Sensi collides with Adams. And they're going to call the foul out on the width here against Sensi. So now a free kick from the corner. Almost perpendicular to the goal. $11 minutes to go. Adams now chips it to the far bar. Racing in, that one is headed wide by Kiara Wilson. .10:40 and counting. A 2-0 game. Long. Deflected back. Now Rossman. Minicucci trying to turn the corner on Catherine Madden. Parachi Grabs the loose ball at midfield. Dribbles it ahead. Takes it wide right side now. Parachi looks around for reinforcements. Drops it on back to Ella Sensi. Sensi from distance. Drives it towards the cage. And it hops into the hands of Sophia Barker. Into Minakuchi's corner. Wanting to cut into the middle. She's able to strike it towards the goal, but wide. With 9:19 to go. Sensi near side will throw in. Ellen Nerger. Now Picard. Poked free from her by Petronio. Lifted long. Wilson. Lays it right side. Catherine Madden. Waiting in the corner. Picked up by Lucas. Madden lost her footing. Lucas now trying to rake away the ball. Played into the box. Calabrese lifts it to the corner. It skips out. And a corner coming here for Suffolk. I think this is Madden in the corner. She spins it with the right foot. It's going to come up short. Loose for the shot, right into the arms of Moffitt. Daniela Petronio with the chance. Players collide. Picard called for the foul here against DiGiacomo. With 7.5 to go. Rams play quickly here. Sensi boots it away. Minakuchi, now Barnaby. Seahawks leading 2-0. Picard just drives it all the way down the field. Parachi offside will just watch it sail ahead. Ellen Nerger intercepts, has space, strikes it towards the goal and into the hands of Barker. .6:26 to go. And a 2-score game. Foul here against Minakuchi. Nine minutes gone in the second half. Up in Biddeford, Endicott with the 1-0 lead on UNE. Seahawks will be paying attention to that game as well as others to see where they will stand in the CCC tournament, which starts on Saturday. Barker wanting to get that one well up the field. Drove it right into Parachi. Now Minakuchi pooches it towards the goal. That's grabbed by Barker. DiGiacomo near side. And the foul called against Sensi. Rams wanting to play quick as we roll towards 5 minutes to go. This one deflected into the box. Wilson trying to come out and get to it. Moffitt now has to get back to her net. DiGiacomo trying to drive it towards the cage. blocked off to the side of the net. Boyven chips it into the corner. And the Seahawks will just fire it out of play. Throw in here for the Rams. That was a chaotic sequence. Sensi drives it long and deep off the surface once again. Forcing ball by Kieran Hughes to go explore the grounds of Chateau Samer and find that one. Four minutes to play. Seahawks leading by 2. Egan out high, drives it on the goal. Moffitt will snag it. Good look there from Emily Egan. To Giacomo near side. And another foul here against Salve. Free kick coming here from Daniela Petronio with 3:13 to go. Driven towards the goal. Moffitt waiting, and she'll let it fall into her arms in front of the goal. Under 3 to play. Boyven sends it towards the goal, and that one will skip wide. 2:37 to play. Final game of the regular season. Seahawks hoping to be back here on Saturday for a quarterfinal game. Needed to win here today. That was step 1. We'll have to have a little bit of help, but right now in the driver's seat to take care of their own business. And the Rams will play out the final 2 minutes of their season here this afternoon. Seahawks will throw in. Sensi lobs it long, bouncing away from Boyven. Parachi on the wing. Chips it back to Boyven at the corner of the box. Looks to cross it, knocked away by the Rams. With 99 seconds to go, Ella Sensi will dribble it into the corner right side. Strike it out high. Trying to turn is Barnaby. In a crowd, she lost it. Minicucci now can't get to her right foot. Held out high by Picard. Chip back to Parachi. Parachi trying to slice right down the middle. Strikes it on the goal. Barker makes the save. Net open for Barnaby. And going from post out high and back in is Barker to make 2 big-time stops. It's going to be a tough end to the season here for the Rams, but they have to be happy as Parachi able to get that one and sends it high. Have to be happy with what they've seen here today from their keepers. 2 talented freshmen, Maddie Brooke and Sophia Barker. 43 seconds left. Twisted to the near side. Sensi will watch it sail out. Seahawks will throw in. This one is just a matter of time now. Parachi flicks it wide. Boyven sees it knocked out of play. 15 seconds left. No rush here from the Seahawks. Ella Sensi from the near touchline will look to throw in. She will lob it inside. Rams knock it out, and that will do it. So the Seahawks score on a penalty kick, penalty shot, and then a free kick from just outside the box. Parachi and Galante, the goal scorers. The Seahawks take care of business here today, and they will wait to find out if they'll be home here for the postseason. But they get the W here today through the rain, the wind, the mist, and the mud. Seahawks improved to 7-9-2 on the season. More importantly, 4-3-2 in the CCC. As I said, they'll wait to find out their opponent in the conference tournament and whether they'll be on the road or back here at Reynolds Field. Meanwhile, Suffolk, their season comes to a close at 4-9-3, 1-6-2 in conference play. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew. Presley Boyce helping to provide live statistics here this afternoon. Your camera person was Connor Matthews. I want to thank you all for joining and listening with us here this afternoon. I'm Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.